Wa 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 wa. Oh gata. Kontakatakawa. You know what language I'm trying to make? Oh gata. Oh gata. Big fat. Big fat. Yeah, Hutties. Hutties.
Is it Hutties or is it Huttonese?
I want to say it might be Hutties. No, I think it's Hutties.
Maybe. Honestly, I don't know. I should know that. I'm supposed to be the Star Wars nerd.
And his cousin in like that Clone Wars movie speaks English.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. What's his name?
Zero.
Yeah.
I thought it was isn't it a female Hut?
There's a lot of Huts. There's a lot of Huts that you only see in like the Clone Wars and like the other things. But yeah. Mostly Zero does speak English, which is interesting. He also sounds disgusting.
Well, he's the villain. So.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He's barely even a villain though. He's just basically like a
mob boss,
like a
Hut
child. He's just a child who's like got so much power for no reason.
Well, that's
so
probably
funny.
how Jabba is too.
True.
Blood just sits around and eats.
Yeah,
and looks at boobs.
Yeah, kind of nice actually.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, if I could trade this for that life, let's see, would I?
Who would you? Ooh.
I can't say yes.
If you had to choose a character in Star Wars to be, who would you choose?
If I had to choose a character in Star Wars to be,
I got a lot of questions like that today. I've been thinking about it.
Awesome. And I've got no delineation from their story. I just basically live their story.
Let's say after their story concludes in the
canon,
episode 6.
Okay, then you get free reign.
Then you'd be able to like make your own decisions.
Cool. Okay, then Han Solo.
Han Solo. That's a good take.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Come on. Yeah. Who does
Carrie Fisher? I can't say that. I can't.
Brett,
I guess I can't
Brett,
say
don't say that.
I just said Han Solo. Woman.
I know, but I just said Han Solo. Woman. That means we have to.
No, I'm not choosing Carrie Fisher. No, Carrie Fisher's the actor.
I know, but still. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, carry on. Sorry,
I'd want to be Luke.
Dumb.
I'd want to be Luke.
Right. As you would. It's a hard path, though. It's a hard path to choose.
But Lando seems pretty nice.
Lando's a really good take.
Lando would be a pretty good one.
Lando is a good take. That's a good. It's a good character to be.
Uh-huh.
Just like the smugglers and like the.
Well, Lando is like a.
Lando's
he basically owns
sick.
Vegas.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, it's kind of just what Bespin is. Not. I guess I wouldn't say Vegas, but like,
it's kind of like basically like Vegas, but
yeah,
as a planet.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. So yeah. Also, he like has way more political power throughout all of the storylines.
Ooh, maybe I would be Obi-Wan.
Oh, that would be hard.
Because if you think about it, he's a ghost.
True.
So he can kind of... I don't know how being a Force ghost works, but he could probably go anywhere.
Yeah, I think so.
As long as there's life on the planet. And even a place like Hoth that doesn't have a lot of life, he can still technically go.
Hang out, yeah. I mean, I guess he's a ghost, but he's still a being.
You know the theory behind that?
Yeah, actually, I know a little bit of it. Basically, so how Force ghosts work is it's like... So once you decide... It's like a path. Apparently, it's not something that you just do. As a Jedi, you have to like train yourself for it. And Yoda does this.
Yeah, that's canon. That's canon.
Yep. Yeah, so like realistically, it's kind of just like you have to go...
It's an ability, basically.
You have to beat like the dark side of yourself. Essentially, to become a Force ghost, you have to actually rid yourself of all of the dark side, like literally 100%. Mm-hmm. You have to like defeat it out of yourself and become like a whole like basically light being, which is just the energy of the Force. And you become that when you die because that's all that's left of you. Your body dies, right? But that being, that soul, that is the Force, that is the light side of you, that's what lives on. And so once you've defeated anything from the darkness, I guess technically, basically, it just renders you free to exist as a Force ghost. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they ever really explain what happens to a Force ghost in the meantime. Maybe they do, but it really is kind of just like
play cards.
Yeah, it's probably just like literally like they just hang out.
Old guy activities.
Yeah,
basically bingo.
Yeah, pretty much just like hanging out, playing poker in the room with a bunch of Force ghosts or something. Which is interesting.
I would love to see a poker game between Anakin, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and Yoda.
That would be so funny.
Oh, no. See, I think Mace Windu would be more interesting, but I don't think he could do it. He never learned it. So I'd add Qui-Gon instead.
True. He never learned it. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But Qui-Gon was such an interesting character. Especially when you get more into
And
like
especially when you cast him from Liam Neeson. Cast Liam Neeson as him.
True.
Crazy to think that Liam Neeson was in Star Wars. And he's one of the best characters in Star Wars.
True. Crush that.
Politically and just acting
Just
wise.
like so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Just a sick character in general.
Yep.
But yeah, such a cool movie. I love Star Wars.
Star Wars is probably the greatest franchise ever made.
Really, you think so?
I don't think it's... Yeah.
Do you think Marvel is better?
They ruined it. The problem with Marvel and why
What
I
do you
think
think it
Star
went
Wars
wrong?
is better is with Marvel, they chose not the correct person to lead it. Kevin Feige is a great businessman, but he's not a storyteller, I don't think. George Lucas was a storyteller, and damn, did he tell his story.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you see the bad movies are, guess what? The ones not made by George Lucas.
Yeah.
Granted, I think we will look back on the sequels in a better light in a few years because the same thing happened with the prequels. People hated the prequels.
People did hate the prequels.
But once you understand the movie, granted, it might not happen. I think George Lucas was a better, thematic storyteller. I don't think there's any themes that
totally,
really transcend across all three movies in the sequels.
Yeah, the sequels
Rian Johnson wasn't terrible, but he missed one of the fundamental things in storytelling, which is Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's?
I don't know if it's Chekhov's gun.
Well, you search.
Do you know what that is?
I actually don't. So I'm interested in
Really?
you searching
You don't know
up
what
and
Chekhov's gun
figuring
is?
out exactly what that is. I might know.
Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun.
So Chekhov's gun is a narrative principle. So the whole thing with Chekhov's gun is in the first act, in the background, you see a gun in a case, right? In the second act, someone mentions it, mentions the gun in the case, it's brought attention to it. And in the third act, the gun gets shot. So you introduce something, you kind of bring attention to it, and then it has story meaning.
Yeah, it has ramification in the end. Yeah.
And the big thing with the sequels and the biggest problem, in my opinion, is the Rey parents thing. In the first movie, they kind of allude that there's a little mystery behind it.
Right.
In the second movie,
it's
throws it out the window.
Yeah, it's
granted, he makes it a story point.
Right. But
and then in the third movie, Disney was like, well,
oh, hey,
we wanted to make a trilogy, but this second movie got really bad reviews, and it kind of ended the story, and it didn't really allow us to do anything. There's no bad guy.
Yep.
And then I think J.J. Abrams, this is a hot take, I think he made a fantastic movie with what he had to work with.
I really like the third one of
really?
the sequels. I actually really
thought
do.
so too. Granted, is it cheesy?
Yeah.
Yes. Who's it made for?
Kind of suck. Is it
Who's it made for?
It was made for the Star Wars fans.
Made for kids.
Yeah.
It's not made for Star Wars fans. It's made for kids.
You're right. I guess you're right. And I am a child and a Star Wars fan.
Granted, we bring Palpatine back.
Right.
But there's no thematic storytelling with bringing Palpatine back.
Nope.
They just needed a big bad.
True.
They needed a bad guy.
Yeah.
But the whole movie focuses on Rey and Kylo. And I love what they did with Kylo.
Me too, actually. I really, really thought that the
love story was forced, but it was
very forced, but it was good.
Last Jedi, they have a lot of moments together.
Yeah. And you could tell that there was a connection growing, which was good because that was I really liked that part actually, because it's you have these two sides of good and evil, and they're supposed to be against each other, but then that closeness grows, and the necessity to work together, and then the actual eventual, I guess neither of them really turned sides, but they both kind of did,
Yeah.
which was kind of sick.
I think Ooh, I've never even thought of this. I think they should have done more Destiny storytelling. Because if you think about it, like the Skywalkers, because Ben Solo is a Skywalker technically, he's Leia's son. Each of them go bad in a way.
Yeah.
So Darth Vader obviously murders a ton of people. Not a great decision.
No.
Not a great person.
Not
I
a
guess.
great
But he gets redeemed.
thing. Right.
Luke Skywalker doesn't necessarily go bad, but he makes a very bad decision in trying to kill Ben Solo or deciding that like Ben Solo isn't worth it or something like that.
Yeah.
And Ben Solo definitely turns evil. Doesn't necessarily do as bad as Vader, but he's still not a good dude.
No.
And then the fact that he becomes good is kind of like the story of redemption, which is a theme, right? And then like Rey having the destiny of like being a Palpatine. Granted, there's only one Palpatine beforehand.
Yeah.
So like,
it's like
it's not perfect, but
there is a great ramification of the fact that Palpatine is so entirely and completely one direction. So you do
exactly.
have that.
And the fact that like Rey, I feel like at one point in the movie could feel like maybe I'm not a Jedi. Like, and I don't know how, because the problem is like being in a character's head like that is tough,
especially in
unless
movie
they say
format.
it out loud.
Right. Yeah.
And then it's cheesy.
Yep. So that is tough to illustrate, but and also because she didn't know about Palpatine early enough, I don't think. Did she? When did she figure that out?
She
I don't
figures
think she
it out
figured that
like halfway through the third
movie, right? Yeah. So like realistically, it would have been cool to have that moment where she was like, "Oh shit, so this is my bloodline. Like maybe I'm not supposed to be a Jedi. Maybe I'm not supposed to be." And I think that's kind of what the ending of the movie was about, really, with like her bearing the lightsaber and then being like, "I'm Rey Skywalker," which was literally the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
I hated that. I hated that. We had Ben Solo.
Yeah.
We don't need Rey Skywalker. Why does that? I don't understand why you would do. Like I
do think that her saying I am Rey Palpatine would be more powerful.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of like,
because then you're turning over the Palpatine.
You're taking power, not power, but like it in your own hands.
You're actually actively changing something as opposed to being, oh, now I'm this instead. Because like
this book,
it's like
template.
It's like I'm now part of this whole thing that was already happening and already was kind of good and like the notable sequence in this storyline. Yeah. Whereas opposed to like, hey, I'm Rey Palpatine. If she said that, oh my god. So much better because you've got, instead of like Skywalker that everybody knows is good and like the main character and like the power of good or whatever essentially in the storyline, you've got this and then you've got that change of Palpatine is now good.
Yeah.
That's so much more gratifying.
They didn't build it up like they should have.
No, also.
Like if you really think about it, it makes sense.
Sure.
Because Rey never had a family on Jakku.
Yeah, Jakku.
She never had a family. Then she meets Finn, goes on like an adventure, and then her only mentor really is not Luke Skywalker.
No,
it's Leia. So I think what would make even more sense, and I think if they left out the love plot line with Kylo or Ben, then her saying I'm Rey Solo kind of puts herself in this family of like Leia is a motherly figure.
Yep.
Han
was
a fatherly figure.
Yeah.
And Ben was
like her
not
brother.
a love interest, but a person to love.
Yeah.
You know,
if it was more brotherly. Yeah. Interesting.
You know,
that could have gone better as well. Better.
That, and I think the ending, Last Jedi is a good movie. I would change the ending to be like she either uses thematically she uses Kylo's lightsaber, or she's very bloodthirsty when they fight those guards. Very bloodthirsty. Yeah, because it kind of shows that turning, kind of like her feeling like she shouldn't be a Jedi.
The ambiguity of power. Yeah.
Anyways,
holy fuck.
Welcome back.
Oh my god! Wow,
we're gonna have to cut that.
No. We can't cut that. How long was that? How long were we just talking about Star Wars?
I didn't have a timer.
Oh, you didn't have a timer. Holy shit. Okay, well, set a timer right now for 50 minutes, and that'll be our end time. But what time is it right now?
2:51.
51? Oh, shit. That was like almost 20 minutes of Star Wars.
Probably.
Talk.
I mean,
Yeah.
we talked about almost all of Star Wars.
Wow, that was incredible. Okay, welcome back, everyone, to the Midwest Basement Escape. I don't know if we'll keep that in or not, but we just talked about Star Wars for 20 minutes.
Also, they fuck, his name's not Robin Williams. What's his name? John Williams. The sequels didn't have John Williams. That's why they were bad. Case closed. The only reason why they were bad.
Straight
only
up.
reason.
Yeah, literally 100%.
It wasn't the bad storytelling
No,
and
it's
multiple
just-
different directors.
No. Just
John
John Williams. Yeah. Yeah.
Think about how many like movies John Williams made. By the way, think like the two main ones. His biggest ones were Star Wars, which classic music. I mean, that
course.
Cantina song goes hard.
Oh
as
my
fuck.
God, it's so good.
And then there's Jurassic Park, and you think
True.
you think about some
you're
like
right,
classic
you're right,
music,
you're right.
dude.
Yeah.
The Jurassic Park main theme, bang.
True. It's so hard. I love that.
John Williams is probably the greatest composer. Of all
John
time.
Williams is so good.
Movie composer,
You're right. Movie composer. He's very good.
crazy
at
at
that
his
job.
job.
What do you think about Hans Zimmer?
What is he?
I
do?
think he did Interstellar and
Haven't seen that movie.
okay. Oh, you haven't seen that?
No, I haven't. I haven't
just
watched it yet.
I just watched it recently. Did I
Yes,
tell you
I think
that?
we talked about that.
Did we
last
talk about
time.
that last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He did other. I want to say he did the Batmans.
Didn't he do the what?
The Nolan Batmans.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he
Right?
did. Yeah,
Right?
I think he did something like that. He was doing something big superhero-y. I think is something else he's done. I think he also did like another super like big epic
Gladiator?
movie, maybe.
Inception.
It's
probably another big one.
Is
Oh.
probably what I was thinking of.
He cooked in Lion King.
Oh,
I didn't know
he
he did Lion King.
I didn't
Yeah.
know he did Lion King.
He did do
either.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight. Okay, yeah. No, yeah, I think he's good. I think John Williams is better though. But
Oh, you know what? You know what else he did? And you might probably have never seen this movie. Is The Prince of Egypt.
no, I've never seen that.
So it's about like the story of Moses, and it's made by DreamWorks is the big one, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe it's Pixar.
DreamWorks.
No,
and
it's
Pixar
DreamWorks.
are the same
it's
thing now.
DreamWorks because DreamWorks doesn't make that good of movies.
True.
But one of the greatest like animated films of all time is The Prince of Egypt. Go watch that movie.
Wait, I think I might have seen that. Wait, show me the cover.
Oh God,
Show me the cover. Hold on.
we're looking at
Curious.
this.
I guess this is a movie episode today. We are. Oh yeah,
You've
yeah,
probably
yeah.
seen it as
I
a kid.
don't know if I've watched it all the way through, but I definitely know what that is.
One of the greatest movies.
Yeah.
The dynamic between the brothers Moses and
Oh,
the kid that becomes the pharaoh.
That's
eventually.
right. Okay, now now I remember more
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Okay. Oh,
And it's
Cool.
weird that DreamWorks made a biblical movie, isn't it?
it is interesting, isn't
It's
it?
the only one they've ever made. No, they made Joseph, and I think it's called the Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. That's what the play is called.
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
we'll jump into the escape. Oh, welcome back to the Midwestern Basement Escape. It's good
What's
to be back.
up?
We're kind of filming these episodes again, so it
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
been that long.
No,
a
it's,
week since
it's
we
only
filmed.
been a week since we filmed, but
so
it's
we're
been
kind of
a good time.
We're still in the groove. It's not like
it's
been forever.
Oh my god, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this. Honestly, I love filming. these
we're
episodes.
bouncing. We're bouncing right now.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be putting these out and just like getting to spend some time and really just podcast. I fucking love it. I love podcasting. I really do. I really do.
It's just talking. It's just sitting and having a
even
conversation
sitting here and
recording
having
it.
Yeah, and even knowing that I have to edit this later is I don't care. I love it.
It's so fun. It's so fun. Start
So
a
good.
podcast, dude.
Yeah,
It's
everybody
awesome.
should have a podcast.
I mean, why not? It's like the joke right now. I don't know if you saw
It
it
totally
during
is. It's
Christmas
totally
that
the
like
joke.
all
Everybody
the
has a
white guys
podcast.
were getting
Yeah.
like our age were getting podcast stuff
Really?
like cameras and
Oh.
mics and stuff.
That's suspicious. Not everybody should have a podcast. I'm not.
I
gonna
wonder
lie.
why. I wonder why. Maybe because we started our podcast. It's
Yeah.
just the new
Everybody's
form
trying
of
to be
radio.
us.
It's just the new form of radio.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bob and Brian. I think it's only a local thing. Do you not know who Bob and Brian is? Bob and Brian are just two guys in southeastern Wisconsin that
Really?
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at Summerfest every year.
Oh.
They do like Packer games.
Oh.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of them.
No.
Your dad knows.
I'm
who
sure
Bob
my
and Brian
dad
is.
would. Yeah, of course.
100%.
Either way, that's cool. That's awesome. And that's us as well. Everybody's trying to be us right now.
Basically,
That's why everybody's
Bob
getting
and
their
Brian
own
wish they were us.
facts. I mean, come on.
Dude, we wish we were Bob and Brian.
That's true.
They're
No, actually, I don't wish we were Bob and Brian. We're
That's
definitely
true.
way better than them. I just wish they paid us like what we were Bob and Brian, you know?
I don't know how much they make. I mean, granted,
They make enough.
they're the Hog. You
Oh,
know,
they're the
1029
Hog?
The Hog.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Bob
them?
and Brian are the talk show on the Hog.
Oh, that's them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I know who they are.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Now we're on the same page.
Okay,
I
yeah.
forgot that. See, to me, it's Bob and Brian, but to you, it's the Hog,
Uh-huh, yeah.
which is people are
1029
listening to
The
this right now,
Hog.
and 1029 The Hog.
Such a funny radio station.
It's awesome,
It's
though.
so
I
good.
love The Hog.
I do think they play really good stuff a lot of the time.
We fuck with The Hog.
I do fuck with the Hog, yeah.
Anyways, we traveled to 90s Canada today.
90s Canada, yeah. It was called Comet Cafe.
Yep.
It's pretty
We
nice.
traveled on a Comet, actually.
Yes, actually, yeah. We took a Comet to Canada, and we had
Really nice seatbelts.
We just kinda
Good
like-
seating.
yeah,
too.
it was very
We
comfortable,
watched-
surprisingly, for
Yeah.
rocks. They were very ground in and smooth. I guess
Soft.
yeah, a
You
lot of
wouldn't
people.
think rocks would be soft, but
Yeah.
they some type of padding. I couldn't.
I don't know.
I couldn't really explain it because
I wonder if there's like obsidian cushion or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that a type of sedimentary rock, maybe?
pumice. I feel like pumice could be soft enough.
Pumice? I don't know.
Be
That's
sharp,
kind of
though.
rough, though, right?
Yeah.
You ever used a pumice stone?
No. No,
I have.
How does it feel?
It
Did
honestly,
really
it feels
exfoliate you?
it feels really good. It
See,
not only does it exfoliate, it rips your skin off. It's awesome. It's crazy.
Yeah. I would
And
just feel like Gattaca. Have you seen Gattaca?
No, we've talked about Gattaca before. I haven't seen
Yeah,
Gattaca yet.
You got to go watch it.
I'm getting through it. I what did I watch? I watched The Truman Show when you told me that, so I got to watch Gattaca.
Oh, you
too.
watched The
I
Truman
watched
Show.
The
Did we
Truman
talk
Show.
about that
We
last
did
week?
talk about that ages ago. We talked about that ages
Oh,
ago,
did
but I did
we?
watch it after that.
Christ.
Actually,
Um,
yeah.
now you got to go watch Gattaca.
Okay.
That's your mission.
All right. I can
The,
get
the
through
reason
Gattaca.
that and you know what, you'll understand what I mean with the pumice stone once you see the scene.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Ethan Hawke is the main character, and
Okay.
Ethan Hawke's a damn good actor.
Yeah.
So.
And also, he's the father of what's that woman's name?
Maya
Maya
Hawke
Hawke. Yeah.
in Stranger Things.
Yep. And she is also a very good actor.
Yes,
Just
I haven't seen her in a lot though.
I-
I was in Stranger Things. She, didn't
She
do
was in
much.
Stranger Things. I watched a movie with her in it.
What
like
is it?
I don't even know, like a year ago. Holy shit.
Really?
Ages. It was just some Netflix film. It wasn't very good, but
It's on the tip of my tongue.
I think she did a pretty good job in it. I think she had a pretty good performance with the script that she was given, which wasn't very good.
Okay, back on the adventure.
Anyway,
try and get this done.
Back onto the escape. So, yeah, just Comet Cafe, little downtown cafe in Ontario, Canada, and but yeah, it's really awesome. It was so cool. We just went there because it has like some super 90s vibes. So walking in, it's right on the corner. So you go through like the corner entrance, which is really rad, honestly. And then there's just like a bar in the center. It's kind of like just classic diner style. It's got like the bar in the center that
Like a
goes
George
kind of
Webb's.
wrap around. Yeah, George Webb's, like big two-sided cafe bar kind of thing. And then there's booths all around the outside. And it was pretty interesting. I mean, I think it was pretty well. It was kind of like Wisconsin-esque cafe food-wise specifically. What do you
don't-
think? There was a little bit of
wouldn't say
Wisconsin-ish. I think.
I guess the
I
cheese
guess it was
curds on
more-
the poutine.
Yeah.
We had an advertiser that was poutine.
Yeah.
Never had poutine before, but I knew what it
neither.
was. Usually it's like gravy and fries. That's like the big thing with it. But this poutine, it might be more than that because
Maybe.
we don't research for these
I
episodes.
don't know.
But the
I actually
main,
do
the main
sometimes.
thing is fries. Like that's what poutine is, right? And then it had like thick cut, really thick bacon.
Yes.
I think at that point it's just pork.
Yeah, it's
Like pork
It's
belly?
basically pork belly at that point. Let's be real.
And then cheese curds, but they weren't fried cheese curds. They
No.
were just like
Little
curds of
hunks
cheese.
of cheese.
curds,
Yeah. No curds.
little
And
curds.
That was pretty good.
It was really good. The gravy had sweetness to it.
It was a little sweet, and honestly,
obviously and it had bacon bits in it too.
I think. Yeah, I think.
it made it. It wasn't as salty as I thought it was going to be, given
Actually, that's a
like
good
the
point.
fries, the bacon bits, and the cheese.
That's true.
curds.
That's a good point. Actually, they managed that pretty
so
well.
they balanced it out, but I think it just didn't have. It didn't have a wow factor.
It
to me.
didn't. No.
But it was still really good.
It was good. It was good.
I mean, I would hate my heart would hate me for it, but I would totally eat
yeah.
it as a meal.
Oh yeah,
Totally
yeah.
eat it as a
Yeah, it was a big plate too, but I think there was a little sweetness to the gravy. I think what didn't catch it enough. I think it made it way better when we threw hot sauce on it. I liked it a lot
Yeah.
better that way. I think like the sweetness, like I understand like there's probably a need for something other than salty in that dish, right? Like you can't just like you just don't want it to be all salt because then it's basically just like nacho fries at that point, and like that's not very deep, useful really. But I wish they had more of like a creamy flavor in there as opposed to sweet. Like if there was sour cream on top or some shit that we can mix in, maybe some cheese that was not in curd form.
That's a regular poutine. A regular poutine includes cheese curds.
Oh,
right?
Huh.
So
never mind. I guess
wonder
that
that's
be poutine.
where Wisconsin cheese curds come from. Or it's Canada, like French. I assume French cuisine because it's Quebec. It's Quebec cuisine.
True.
So I wonder if that's where our love for cheese curds. Because I would think German, because Wisconsin is so German.
True. And well, we're very German. Very German.
Granted,
a little bit of Irish, a little bit of
Canada's right there.
A lot of Polish actually. We've got a lot of Polacks. I don't know. All I know is that
Germany's
I'm one of
bitch.
them.
Is that fuck to say?
No. I mean, maybe, yes, but
Definitely.
I don't know. I'm a Polak, and I don't take offense to that. So
Okay.
Shut up.
I got to pass.
Yeah, shut up.
But yeah. So poutine,
It was all right.
I had a really interesting sandwich.
You
We'll dive
did.
into yours first.
Okay,
just so we can fly by it.
Yeah. So I went pretty classic, boring, and untraditionally not traditional, or
Not
untraditionally traditional today.
Yes, for you.
Yes, for me.
Because he's the wild child when it comes to
I
food.
am. I like to try all the new things.
I still try new things, but I'm a lot more conservative
Yeah.
with it.
And I'm usually I'm all in.
Flip the script.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, I don't get grilled cheese. I was surprised when you wanted that grilled cheese.
You know what it is that I really, really like soup. I really like soup.
And we were I guess we were talking about grilled cheese in the past few weeks.
Yes. And
So maybe that's what got
also,
you onto it.
yes, I wanted to see if there would be anything like special about it, but realistically there was not. It was just
Only thing
literally
was the
grilled
sourdough.
cheese and tomato soup. The sourdough was
Made it
pretty
worse.
Okay. It was
100% made it worse. Made it taste like cardboard.
It didn't.
I didn't want to say that in the restaurant, but
Yeah, I don't think.
and I don't know if it was stale.
I don't think it
sourdough
was
was
great
kind of just
sourdough.
like that.
I don't think it was great sourdough. Well, is
Okay.
what it was. It didn't look like great sourdough. It just looked like white bread.
Mm-hmm.
So-
They know how to fry their stuff. Their stuff was very crunchy, and
Yes,
my
it
sandwich was
crispy.
very
It was
crunchy.
good. Yeah.
You probably should have. You should have gotten my sandwich, and I should have got the Reuben.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, we should have done that, to be honest.
Or
But,
that hummus one.
that was interesting too.
None of you are gonna know what this means because we again didn't take pictures of the
I took
menu.
A picture of mostly the cocktail menu. They had a mocktail menu actually,
They did
which
have a
was very
mocktail
cool.
menu.
They had a mocktail menu.
which is good for kids
Yeah, which I thought was
Well,
very interesting. Kids
and
and
young
adults who don't want to drink alcohol.
and DDs, which we have a lot of those. Probably not going to diners. I don't know who's getting plastered at a diner and needs a DD, but
Dude, catch me on Sundays at diners getting plastered.
really,
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude,
do you think you could order a beer at an IHOP?
I don't know if they have beer or not. I have no idea.
I'll
You should
test it
try.
tonight.
You should try.
I'll let you know.
You should figure that
I'll
out.
go to an IHOP tonight.
That
and
would
see
be
if I
funny
can
as
order a
heck.
beer.
Hey, can I get a
Hey,
Bud
can I
Light?
get a Miller Lite?
Can
I get a Miller Lite? Or
I got a
you
Miller
you
Lite.
got Coors on the tap? You got Coors on the tap? Please tell me you got Coors.
That's so funny.
I feel like an old 50-year-old with like a fat mustache, like that guy from Monsters University.
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah.
Same style.
What an
Not as
interesting-
huggy though.
No.
Yeah, more. I like to joke around about beating my kids, type thing. Not that he does beat his kids, just jokes around about it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. No. I mean,
You know exactly.
that's kind
what
of
I'm
a really
talking
good space to be as a father. Actually, yeah.
about. Yeah.
To be able to have those jokes but not actually ever act on it is pretty rad.
Yeah. So like,
Because that's
to joke
kind of,
around about it because you have a good sense of humor, but like not beating your kids is a good quality to have.
Yeah. Also a good thing. Yeah. It's kind of a really nice space because you know he's funny, but also he's
Doesn't beat
loving.
his children.
He's cute. You know, it's good.
Wow.
Wow.
So, yeah, basic grilled cheese with fries.
Yeah. It was alright.
And tomato soup. Thick
was
tomato soup.
It was nice.
Not
it was
terrible,
Good soup, but
but
Yeah.
I think
They didn't have any herbs.
Pepper is uncommon with tomato soup, but pepper I had like Campbell's tomato soup and like cheese singles, and I put
Yeah.
pepper in it, and it made it like 10 times better.
oh yeah, And I can't believe there was no pepper in there. Or basil. Like,
But
oh
it's
my
uncommon. Basil makes sense.
God. Like, there
'Cause
wasn't
tomato
even...
was Italian and all that.
Just give me
stuff.
like a leaf. You don't even have to cook it with it. Just put a leaf on top at the end,
Yeah.
you know? They
Or
put
just,
some
like,
scallions on there, but that
Smoke
doesn't
the
matter.
basil in there. That would probably be crazy.
Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, that's what I want them to do.
Yeah.
Is like be cooking tomato soup and then right near the end, get that in there, cooked it for a couple minutes, make it fragrant, and then just good, done. Beautiful.
Anyways, my sandwich was very atypical.
Awesome.
I've never seen anything like that. It gave me the chicken. So it was shredded chicken with cream cheese, probably a vinaigrette on it, vinegar over it, cucumbers, lettuce, like iceberg shredded lettuce. What am I missing? I'm missing something.
The apricot jam.
Apricot. Oh, and the jam.
Apricot jam.
Is it apricot jam?
Yep.
I thought it was apricots and then a jam.
No, the apricot was the jam.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a very, I don't want to say watery because that makes it sound like it wasn't tasty.
Right.
But it was very juicy.
It was very juicy.
Very juicy. Each bite would kind of like squeeze out a lot of.
I think, thinking about it more, I think that was mostly to do, I think because it was chicken thigh meat. I don't think it was breast meat, was it? I don't think it was.
Didn't say.
It didn't say.
It
but
just said pulled chicken.
The texture gave me like thigh meat, which is juicier, which is
to
good.
me, it
and
tasted
also-
like a chicken salad. Probably because of the cream cheese.
Oh yeah, you got a lot
and
of
the
that.
cucumber. The cucumber was very strong.
It was,
and I was surprised by
interestingly
that.
strong, but cucumbers kind of always are.
I
They
will
sneak up
say-
on you. You know when you've got cucumber in
I'm
your
not a
mouth.
huge sweet person,
Yeah.
but I was disappointed that the cream cheese wasn't more powerful. Granted,
True.
that would make it savory, right? But the jam was excellent.
Hey. Yeah. Awesome. But yeah, no, I think it was good, and I think it would have been a really, really good sandwich. I think you're right. There was a couple of things that weren't always there as much as I wanted them to be, like the jam.
I don't think you had any
But
jam on your half.
I had jam. I did taste it in like a couple bites.
'Cause I had, like,
came
pieces of
present.
jam.
Yeah, I think your side might have had more jam, but my side was good. It was nice because there was onions and like lettuce and cucumbers on it, so it was kind of like Mediterranean and like springy.
Very veggie.
It was nice. It was kind of springy,
It was
which
very
is
cold. It was a cold sandwich.
right. But it's also why I said that I really wanted to have that sandwich in July. That sandwich would have been so much better
True.
had it literally been like
Granted,
80 degrees out.
It's warmer out now.
It is,
So
which
it's better
made it
than
tolerable
if we did
for
like
sure.
-7.
If it was cold, I would not have liked that sandwich.
Probably
I'm
not.
telling you
as
that
much,
right now.
But
Such an arbitrary detail, but really it's really about
matters.
when it comes to menu building
ice
and
cream
stuff
just
like
hits
that.
better in the summer. It's
It
just
does.
true.
Yeah,
And chili and hot chocolate just hit better in the winter. Although chili always hits,
always.
it's just better in the winter.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's just that warmth. It's just the environmental factors that impact your body as you go around and
Making you feel better.
go through the seasonal
Warmer,
changes
colder,
and whatnot,
cooler.
right? So like everything changes. So yeah, it would have been an amazing sandwich. And actually, it reminds me of a sandwich at a place that I want to do an episode with you, but it'll be a picnic episode. We're gonna do a picnic episode.
Picnic episode. Ooh, what can we do for a picnic episode?
I know what we're going to do. In fact, I'm just now considering recording it outside, but that actually would be a fucking headache. So never mind. We're not going to record outside, but
On a day like today, that would not work.
it would not work.
It's
It
very
probably
windy
wouldn't work.
today. That's why I said
True, also that. But no, what I wanted to do is do a picnic episode because there's a grocery store that I want to take you to because I think I might have taken you to it once before. No, maybe not.
What's it called?
I took Nick. It's just Sendix. But it's just Sendix. It's a grocery
This is
store.
really,
This is really
cool
fancy.
grocery store.
It's a really fancy niche grocery store
Do
that
you-
nobody's
do you
ever heard
drop
of.
kombuchas in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. It's cool. It's a great spot. But they also have a ton of food, and they make a sandwich, which is called the blackberry turkey on Asiago.
You've
I've
talked about that
Definitely mentioned this to you because I
Okay.
love that sandwich.
And is that what we'd eat for the escape?
I would definitely make sure we get one of those. They also have a Reuben. They make a Reuben. They make a Cuban as well. It depends. It doesn't. They don't have all of the sandwiches every day. So, and sometimes they
Okay.
make wraps, which are so sick. Oh, those wraps are so crazy and super affordably priced, which is sweet. But what was I saying? But yeah, it reminds me of that sandwich. But what I missed from a blackberry turkey Asiago and that sandwich was really just like the wealth of like meaty flavor. The chicken didn't have a lot of flavor. And that is kind of what I missed. Like there was a lot of chicken on it, but the flavor was not there. I think it actually maybe that's not true. It didn't need to be either, but it was just like
I don't know how you could make that chicken complement without clashing too hard.
I think it could have done. I think I would have wanted the chicken to be cooked with more meat or not more meat, more salt. More salt in the chicken and a little bit of pepper. Just because like it really kind of felt like and tasted like unseasoned chicken in that sandwich. Which I don't think is terribly wrong, especially when you have all of those other ingredients. But because it's not hot out, it missed.
You know what it was? It was a chicken salad sandwich.
Yeah.
It just was.
It really was.
Because you take the cream cheese and you, instead of like mayo.
Yeah, instead of mayo, it's cream cheese.
That they make it with?
I think so.
Instead of mayo, they use cream cheese to make the chicken salad.
Basically, yeah.
And it's a chicken salad sandwich with cucumbers, which you can put in
the chicken salad.
And it's kind of like if you put celery in.
Yeah.
Watery substance with not a ton of flavor, but enough. Yeah. And then jam, which people put. My family puts cranberries.
Cranberries or raisins, yeah, in your.
So,
so
it's basically, it was just a chicken salad sandwich.
Man, we got duped, bro.
No, it was good.
It was good.
It was a good sandwich.
Yeah, you're right. It was good.
But they just we got duped into eating it because we thought it was weird because of the apricot jam.
Yeah, it's true.
Not weird, but like different.
Yeah, you know,
like something new
special.
To try.
Yeah. Realistically, it wasn't that crazy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Do you know what? I guess apricots. I guess is kind of like a interesting fruit to have, but realistically, it's just. I think apricots are very reminiscent, to me at least, of like a big yellow raisin. Because a lot of apricots, I don't eat apricots in any other form usually than dried apricots. So it's like basically like a big
no clue what
yellow raisin. I think it's kind of close. It's kind of close to like kind of like a peach. Kind of like a peach. It's kind of like a peach, but more
Peaches
orange. It's kind of like a peach, but more orangey.
Can I preach for a sec? The worst fruit is pears. It's not
pears? You don't like pears?
No, pears are not
What?
Good.
I love pears.
They're just the worst form of an apple.
I mean, they are the worst form of an apple.
Think about it.
But they're still good.
At what point is a pear ever going to be better than like either a Granny Smith apple or a Honeycrisp?
I mean, that's not fair, though, because Honeycrisp apples aren't real. We genetically modify those to be that. And I think that's the same with Granny Smiths.
Or green apple. Because pears, I don't think pears they're usually not sour.
No. They're more like.
At least apples have a sour version.
Berry. I don't even know. What do pears taste like?
Water. Bad. I'm not a pear fan. It's just, they're just not good to me. I don't know.
I can see it. I understand. I do like pears.
They're just not stale, but flavorless.
Yeah,
like a water chestnut.
You know what I do?
But still worse.
Actually, no, I lied. Honestly, yeah, you're kind of right. I think pears are really good when baked on things. Well, like pear
tastes better with an apple.
I think actually, in a very one specific example, there's a at Niche where I worked. They make a a pear prosciutto and brie flatbread pizza on fig jam. And if that was done with apples instead of pears, I don't think it would work as well because the flavor would be too much. But the pears, they add the perfect texture after
Say what the ingredients are again?
Pears, prosciutto, brie cheese. It's like a thick, hearty...
Put a mango or a peach on it, it'd be better.
On fig jam,
I don't think pears work best
but it's
in
on
any
fig.
situation.
It's on fig jam instead of like a sauce. Like that's the sauce. Fig jam.
What does fig jam taste like?
Fig jam tastes like grape jelly almost.
Okay, then do peaches.
Maybe it's more like blackberry jelly, but you're right. Actually, peaches might be better too. If done in like diced and like.
Call me an avid pear hater. I'll put it in my bio. I don't care. They're the worst fruit. It's not even close.
Okay.
Maybe I was gonna say tomatoes are, but no, tomatoes are awesome.
Tomatoes are sick. I love tomatoes.
And if you didn't know, they're a fruit. Be real.
Yeah, come on. Either way, all I know, too much tomato hate in this world. To be honest, so many people don't like tomatoes. And I really don't understand why they're so good.
Think about it. People are like, a raw tomato's bad. Okay. Do you eat raw steak? No.
Yeah. Nope.
Cook the tomato.
True. That's a good point.
Grow up.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
It's not a good point.
It's not. No, because technically it's a fruit. You don't cook apples to eat them, right? But realistically, like too much. There's just too much tomato slander in this world because they're still good. Yeah, you know what I think the problem is that people don't use the right kind of tomatoes for the right kind of things. Because there's a lot of options. There's a lot of tomatoes.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the only tomatoes that I don't like are cherry. Just because, like, they're a little too sour in a bad way for a salad. It's kind of the only thing they work on. Oh, but you make sun-dried tomatoes out of them.
Yep. And honestly, I love having small tomatoes around because you can cut up them, like a few of them at a time, and not have to cut up a whole big tomato. It's like, what are you going to use a whole big tomato on for one thing if you're making yourself like a sandwich or something?
Eat it like an apple.
Fair enough.
That would not be good.
I don't know. I kind of want to do that. Maybe next episode I'll have a tomato and I'll just eat it.
And if you eat a tomato, I'll eat an onion.
That would be rad.
I know a guy that just
really
eats
good for
onions.
you. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I've tried. Not
it
like
depends
really.
on the onion.
I've eaten like a slice of an onion.
What
like
kind of onion?
A red onion.
See, I could do a red onion. Green onion, my nose would probably explode. It would just pop off my fucking head.
Yeah,
because it would go straight to the nostrils,
just straight up there.
I'd bawl my eyes out probably.
Yeah, it probably would suck. Like, true. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting though.
Very.
Maybe we should try. Maybe we should have a vegetable eating episode. Vegetable and fruit. I guess those.
We'll do like the weirdest ones.
Just like weird things. I don't know what the worst fruit though ever is.
Pears.
I don't think it's pears. There's got to be something worse than pears. Honestly,
maybe you can say blueberries.
Nectarines are kind of pointless. Like, let's be real.
That's fake. Nectarine's fake. That can't be real.
It's a real fruit.
That sounds fake as fuck.
It's a real fruit. It's basically just like a peach or a plum, but like the fusion of those. It's basically like a peach plum, I think.
Yeah, but even a nectarine, you could probably find a use for that would be better than other fruits. But there's nothing on this earth that you can use a pear for that would be better than any other fruit. It's not the best at anything, and it's the worst at a lot of things.
I guess.
Make a pear pie, and you tell me how that tastes without adding a pound of sugar.
Like shit.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, no, you make a good case. That's a good point. Yeah, pears.
I would much rather take a bite of a lime than a bite of a pear.
Oh my god, I love limes. I will eat limes.
No, it's making my it's making my mouth water right now. Even thinking about like just taking a bite of a lime.
I love limes.
Oh,
they're so good. They're so tasty. They're sour, but like they're sweet, and it's good. It's like basically eating Sour Patch Kids, but in fruit form. Yeah, it's got all my senses tingling. I love Sour Patch Kids, dude. I love sour candy.
Making it tingly.
Sour candy, man, goes crazy. Anyways, what the hell were we supposed to talk about today?
We were talking about like jam and stuff. I remember. We could take a break quick. You want to check the recording?
Sure.
What were we talking about in the diner?
We were talking about hot sauce.
Yes. Okay.
If we consider sriracha hot sauce, we're at 44 minutes.
So, that opening part, you said 44, was about 15 minutes.
I'm gonna keep the opening in.
All of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna just put a timestamp and I'm gonna put it up at the beginning. Like, if you don't want to hear us talk about Star Wars for 15 minutes, skip to this point.
And just do a quick like, hey guys, we have a long ass opening today.
Yes.
We delve really heavily into the themes with Star Wars. If you don't care for that, skip to the time card.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we'll do that because it was a lot of Star Wars. Right. We're back.
So one of the thoughts we were talking about in the diner today is hot sauce.
Yeah.
And how, to me, I don't know if I would consider sriracha a hot sauce. What?
So I'm just making ad libs. I'm just doing stupid things. Skip.
fuck. This devolved. It's the brain rot getting to us.
Oh my god. God.
I was scrolling TikTok.
So funny.
I was scrolling TikTok before we recorded or started recording. See, it's getting. I'm even talking about TikTok. I can't talk anymore.
No, it ruins your.
And
brain.
it was like a video game to a doctor medication to another video game meme with a dog.
Nice.
And then probably an ad about sour candy or freeze dried candy.
Yeah, freeze dried candy.
TikTok.
You had any
freeze dried Starburst. I haven't tried them yet. I tried the Skittles, and I think the Skittles might be
what you had.
better.
I
than
think
regular Skittles.
I think they were actually pretty good too. They were pretty good. Mm-hmm. They're solid.
They were dangerous.
But honestly, I'd rather have just regular sour Skittles. But I'm a sucker
I don't think
for
I got sour Skittles. I don't remember.
No, you got the regular ones.
Did I?
Yeah.
I feel like I got both.
I don't know, but I didn't try the sour ones. If you got the sour ones,
I feel like I did get the sour ones, and it didn't stick to the candy as well. Because when they make them, I think they probably put a coating over the Skittles and like shake them. I want to try Tarheen Skittles.
Tarheen.
Yeah. Because you know what Tarheen is?
No idea.
It's like a Hispanic, like, just, like the sour stuff they put on Skittles.
Yeah.
It's that with like a little bit of chili hint.
Oh.
Chili lime hint to it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Like if you took the dust out of the limon Cheetos.
Oh, sure.
Kind of like that. I've had a margarita with it. Best margarita I've ever had in my life. Second best. Sure.
Spicy margaritas are hard, dude.
Banana margaritas, though. I love bananas.
That thing is so funny. I don't know how they even make that. I guess they just use banana syrup.
Blend a banana.
Yeah, banana syrup. It's probably puree.
No, I think they blend bananas.
I mean, they could probably do that too.
Because I usually
just
get
as easy. Yeah. I mean, they're frozen, so they blend them.
Back to hot sauce.
Anyways, yeah, what were we talking about?
Fruit. We were talking about how, like, Louisiana, Cholula, and
Frank's or whatever.
Frank's are all hot sauces, right? They're kind of their own, like a group of hot sauces.
Yeah, and then you've got like artisan stuff, which is like so good and way totally different. Mm-hmm. We're talking name brands, though.
Yeah, and we couldn't decide if sriracha was like buffalo sauce,
right?
Or if it was a hot sauce, like a generic hot sauce.
Right. Which we thought buffalo sauce was more of kind of its own thing.
It's like barbecue.
It's close like to barbecue, yeah. It's
almost like a condiment.
It's not, yeah, it's more so like a condiment as opposed to like a hot sauce.
Like a holistic thing.
Yeah.
Well, hot sauce is just an ingredient in a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
because you wouldn't just put hot sauce on a wing, but you put buffalo sauce on a wing.
Totally.
Would you put sriracha on a wing?
I would. Yeah. I would put it on.
So I would consider it a holistic sauce.
In fact, one of my favorite wing sauces is honey sriracha.
The honey sriracha, but it's with honey.
It's honey sriracha, which makes it more of like the wing sauce. Mm-hmm. So realistically, I mean, would I put just regular sriracha on a wing if I had a bunch of naked wings in front of me? Yeah.
That's what I do at New China. I put the sriracha over like the wings there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, that's so smart. I usually just eat those naked because they're that good.
Oh, they're that good.
They are that good.
Granted, there's probably a pound of oil in like 5 wings.
Oh, my God. It's so bad. Those have to be so bad for you.
It's so good.
But, yeah.
It's that or chicken nuggets, and I'm taking the wings every day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, my God. At least there's not as much breading.
Drop in the comments what your favorite generic brand hot sauce is and whether you consider sriracha to be a generic brand hot sauce. Mm-hmm. And again, what we mean by generic brand hot sauce is I would even like add picante sauce,
sure,
like from Walmart
or Tapatio, or
like the packets from Taco Bell.
Yeah,
like all that kind
Tabasco.
of stuff. As like Tabasco is the other big one. Those are just like hot sauces. Mm-hmm. But what's your favorite hot sauce?
Is sriracha something else?
And is sriracha hot sauce?
Mm-hmm. Interesting stuff.
Yeah. Very.
There was something else that we wanted to talk about, and I can't remember.
Well, I got the penny thing.
Oh, the penny thing.
Mm-hmm. So, how do I delve into this without talking about the history of my family?
Depends.
My mother's name is Penny, and whenever we find a penny, we think it's good luck. That's kind of we'll cut that out.
I mean, yeah,
there's not much depth to that.
Cut that out.
I found a penny.
Guys, he found a penny. He found a penny on the escape today. Lucky penny.
Yeah. From 1994. Oh, we were going to do a...
Oh, that's right.
Song or movie.
That's what we were doing.
Song or movie.
Song or movie. We've been talking a lot about movies today. So, I guess we probably should do both.
Give me a Give me a guess.
At the movie or the song?
What would be the best movie of 1994?
The best movie of 1994. See, the problem is I don't know what the fuck was made in 1994. So I'm
I
going to be
think I know what it's
guessing.
going to be.
I'm going to be guessing at what movies were
no,
made
it
in
wouldn't be that
1994, let alone what was the best one.
Yeah.
So, interesting question. However, I bet my guess is Groundhog Day. That's mostly because that's the only thing I can think of that might have been made back then.
The one I
and
thought.
it was also just Groundhog Day in real life, so that's been on my mind.
True. And early spring this year.
Yes, which is sick.
Awesome.
And it's
Granted,
50 degrees out
Feels
right
like
now.
outside.
It's
yeah.
50 degrees out right now, and it's February.
Yeah, we've been blessed with some good weather this year.
Yeah, the Midwest is not Midwesting right now. It's just
Global
awesome.
warming is working out for us Midwesterners right now.
So good.
Sorry
Such a
for
plus.
the Arizonians and the people that live in the desert. We're enjoying it.
Yeah, we're having a good time up here, actually. Don't move here, though.
They can move to Illinois.
No. Oh, actually, you're right.
They
Yeah,
can't
go
make
to-
it
go
any
to
worse.
Illinois.
They can't make it any worse.
Yeah, go to Illinois. You'll love it there, probably.
Not the people, but it's an okay state.
Yeah, you know.
Just don't go on
Basically
any
pointless.
highways. Don't drive on any highways because you don't want to pay tolls.
True.
I thought Jurassic Park, which is funny we bring that up
That's
again.
such a good guess.
It came out in '93.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah,
That's tough. I have no idea when
I
Groundhog
don't
Day
think
came
The
out.
Lost World came out in time. The second
No, I think
movie?
that probably came out in 5, right? 95?
6 maybe.
6? No, I guess who knows.
You know what? I'm gonna guess. See if I can pull out of my hat here.
It's a really hard thing to guess.
Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. That's the one that came out in '94. And I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. That was the one that came out in '94.
I'm sure you know which ones came out in 94.
I was counting.
You think that's the
I was
biggest
counting
movie?
the movies in order. I had to think.
That's so funny.
So
All right,
in
well-
'95 was okay.
What was the biggest movie of 94? Was it Groundhog Day or Godzilla versus Space Godzilla? What you said? Best performing movie of 94 maybe. Or
Oh,
something,
this
I
is
don't know.
crazy. Okay. Oh Christ.
I'm seeing a cover there that I feel like I should have guessed.
3 top 3s. I did not know this movie came out
I had no idea.
that long ago.
Okay. What have we got?
Number 1, it probably should have been obvious. Granted, neither of us were alive for another 8 years.
Yeah.
And 9 for you.
9, yeah.
Number 1, Forrest Gump.
I didn't know it came out in 94.
That makes sense. That's
I
the only
did
one that
know-
makes sense to me.
If I did know, I would have guessed that, but I had no idea.
Yeah.
So, but that,
no,
yeah, that
these
makes
next
sense.
2 movies are really big.
Really?
Number
Okay.
2, Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, that's a
And
really good movie.
this is
I
a
love
list
that movie.
from IMDb. So it's probably just what
Top
they're rated.
performing or like ratings or something. Yeah. Either way, good metrics.
Number 3, I did not know this came out that late. I thought it was more 80s. Pulp Fiction, which I still haven't
that
seen.
one. But I do know the title.
Cult classic.
Very
100%
much
a
so.
cult classic.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 movies.
Wow.
And-
Star-studded list. Wow.
Monkey Trouble,
What?
Tammy and the T-Rex, Shawshank Redemption, Stargate. If you haven't seen Stargate,
I've
that's a
not.
good movie.
Stargate. I've heard of that as well.
It's like alternate dimensions and portals, basically.
Hmm.
Blank Man, and look what that says right there.
Godzilla.
Versus Space Godzilla. So I was, granted, it's probably because I searched it up that it popped up. Actually, look it up real quick on
That's.
Safari.
I can't. My phone's recording. We need a camera, guys. Start donating to us.
No, just send us a
PayPal.
camera.
Oh yeah, just send us a camera. Actually. That'd be
We'll
great.
get a random PO box for a month, and we'll see if someone sends us a camera.
We should do
That's
that.
hilarious that it's on there.
That is funny.
But I mean,
It might be.
my
It's probably your
metric.
search history, but
Oh, Wes Craven's New Nightmare came out.
still pretty rad.
There's not a lot of other
right.
movies.
What song? Best song of
Best
'94.
song. Oh, this is gonna be way more difficult.
I have no idea what came out in '94. I just want to guess. All I want to do is guess a Nirvana song, but I think I might be a little too early. '94. Were they big in '94, or was that not till like? I want to say they weren't big until '96 or '8, but I have no clue because I was not alive.
You know what? I'm like, I feel like they're too old, but I'm gonna guess it anyway because it's the only band I can think of. Give me no, it's probably pop.
It's got to be, right? Like I want to guess. Like the only songs that I really know from back then are like pop punk and like rock songs.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was gonna guess Metallica. But there's no way they were top of the chart.
I don't think so.
Not
they
that
might
late.
have been.
Not that late.
Not that late. You're right. Probably not.
And not hair bands either.
80s, yeah.
Because at that point,
That
you
would've
saw
had to been.
more like Smash Mouth.
Yeah, Smash Mouth. That's the other. I was thinking of Blink 182,
Yeah.
but that might be a little early for them.
I think so.
So,
And I
don't
think it's
know.
late for Nirvana.
yeah, I know.
Might be a little late.
I think
I think Teen Spirit came out
in what?
91.
91 maybe.
We'll have to look it up. I'm thinking like I feel like it's gonna be Jay-Z. Maybe Snoop Dogg. Other names, like 91 was Beyonce, and Single Ladies, I think, was 91.
That was 91?
I think so.
Holy shit.
I've been listening to a lot of Fergie recently.
Interesting.
I think Britney might be on that list somewhere, but Spears. But she might be. That might be too
Later.
early.
That's got to be
Yeah.
2000s. That's got to be 2000s, yeah.
You'd be surprised, dude.
Maybe. Honestly, I don't know.
Let's lock in
It
some
wasn't
guesses
alive.
here.
Let's get some
choose.
guesses going. Honestly, I think I'm going to guess. I don't know when this came out,
I
too.
don't know any, like,
This
early
came out in the
Jay-Z
80s. Fuck. I want to guess a Michael Jackson song, but that's mostly.
No, way too early.
Yeah.
That's way too early.
Yeah. It's all like the Jackson 5, basically, still at that point. So, right? Maybe not.
What do you mean?
He's
Michael Jackson?
Michael probably was. I don't know I don't know how old he was or whenever.
No, 90s isn't terrible for Michael Jackson.
It's not that bad. I feel like
I think like
94
late,
is just
I think
like
late 80s was Thriller.
Yeah, it was late 80s. I want to say it was like 88 or 7, 86.
So maybe no, I think Billie Jean was also late 80s.
Billie Jean was the 80s for sure. I know that one. I love that song. Billie Jean's like one of my favorite songs of all
I
time.
might pull out of my hat. You know what? I'm gonna lock it in. We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel. I'm shot in the dark, but it makes a lot of references to a lot of stuff. No, it might have referenced 9/11. Hold on.
Well, that would be a telltale sign of that not coming out before.
Because I know like
2001.
some of the big references. No, because he mentions the hostage. No, that's Reagan era. Fuck. Yeah, I'm locking it.
Okay.
I'm
I
taking
want
Witness
to
to the
do a
Fire.
Mariah Carey song, but
Ooh, that's a good
I don't know
pull.
if I don't
That's a
know
good
if
pull.
I don't know which one. I
You
don't
can
know.
just take the fucking Christmas one.
The Christmas Mariah Carey song. Honestly, it might not be a bad
All I
idea.
want for Christmas is
All I
you.
want for Christmas is you. I can't name any of her other songs, but I want to name one. I don't know.
Probably because she didn't make anything else. Nothing good enough.
I'm sure she had something, right? I don't know. Fuck. All right.
up.
I'm gonna guess.
It's gonna be a rap song. I know for a fact. I feel like it's gonna be Jay-Z.
Maybe,
But that might be too.
Yeah, it might be too early. I don't know. 94 is such an interesting year to
'cause
guess
you
for.
still have like your Bon Jovis and Def Leppards are big
Yeah,
with like that community. Nirvana and punk is
it's
like
kind of
getting bigger.
coming
And
up.
then you have like your rap and hip hop scenes coming up with like the
I
hip
think
hop
it's-
being Mariah Carey and like maybe even Fergie there, and like definitely Beyonce's and Spice Girls, and then you also have like your rap game with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
The other one I thought of, and I'm pretty sure it's too early. I'm trying not to. I don't want to look at it. I wanted to guess Pac, but I forget when Pac died.
Oh, 96? I think. Maybe. Honestly,
What was it on my playlist?
I don't know. But I want to guess. I really want to guess a Blink 182 song, but I think that's a stupid idea. I think probably. Okay.
97 was his greatest hits. Hold on. When did...
Oh, shit. I really don't know. Aretha Franklin? Would that be a good guess?
Way too late. No way.
Yeah, you're probably right. God, I don't know. I can't think of any songs to guess. That's my problem. I keep thinking of artists that like maybe, but like I can't think of the song
because it's too like late.
Yeah, I just don't know enough. What about? Oh my God, who is that one lady? I'm trying to think of the one lady who's dead now.
Whitney?
Yeah.
Could be Whitney Houston.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. What's that song? Her really, really big song.
Dance with somebody.
Is it that?
Really wanna feel the heat. I can't like hit my upper tone.
It's high. It's hot. But I want to dance with somebody.
It's just I think it's
Wanna dance?
I want to dance.
I want to dance.
And then
right?
like in quotes is with somebody.
With somebody. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna guess that song because I've taken.
That's a good
enough.
pull. I mentioned that on the walk back, and I can't believe I couldn't remember.
Really, you did?
Whitney Houston.
I didn't even remember that.
Remember because I was like joking around. That was yesterday. I was messing with Ray, trying to convince him that we were in the Matrix.
Oh, nice.
And I told him like, yeah, in real life, Whitney Houston's name is not Whitney Houston. It doesn't have the H. Like saying dumb stuff like that.
That's so funny. Wow, that's so funny. All right. What are we looking at? What are we seeing here? Are we going to go on Billboard? Do we have to go on Billboard? Oh, I hate Billboard. I don't think that's a good idea, but they'd be the most accurate representation,
Billboard?
maybe. I don't know. Was Billboard still around in the 1994?
We were not even fucking close.
Oh, yeah? What have we got?
No. I'll give you the top 10.
All right.
Holy crap. Ace of Base, number 1.
Huh?
The Sign.
The who?
The Sign. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it away from the mics.
Yeah, play it.
I think I know what the song is. You'll recognize it. I saw the sign. That might get us copyrighted right there, me singing it.
Yeah. But
that
okay.
song.
Okay.
So it's like Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Similar to like that vibe.
Yeah.
I Swear by All for One. I'll Make Love to You by Boys to Men. We didn't think of Boys to Men.
I did not think of Boys to Men.
Granted, they're not big anymore.
They're not.
The Power of Love by Celine Dion. Celine Dion is another name we missed.
Oh, okay. So
Hero.
that's the problem. This is that era that like I don't know.
No, this was like a nothing year.
Exactly. It was like
The Sign is a big song.
It's a very big like year for songs, but not a big year for like artist lineage and era and whatnot. It seems at least. So
Hero by
that's
Mariah Carey.
hard.
So Mariah Carey in the top 5.
Okay. That makes
Stay,
sense.
I Missed You by Lisa Loeb and 9 Stories. That's the band. Breathe Again by Tony Braxton. All for Love, Bryan Adams, Rob Stewart, and Sting. And then the last two songs in the top 10 are All That She Wants by Ace of Base and Don't Turn Around by Ace of Base.
Oh.
And like number 11 is an R. Kelly song. 13 is a Madonna song. We completely forgot about Madonna.
That's crazy.
Oh, Salt and Pepper.
Oh,
Is on
that's
this
a good
list.
shout too.
Prince, Elton John.
Oh my god.
Can you feel the love tonight was in 94.
Really?
Yeah, by Elton John.
Okay,
It
that's
was
what I would
18th.
have guessed. If I'd known that, that's what I would have guessed. Number 1. For sure. Which doesn't make sense.
Do you know who
'cause I don't
Nate
think I
Dogg
would've
is?
been, but- Yeah.
He's in Till I Collapse. Aaliyah.
Oh, Aaliyah. You don't know Aaliyah?
I know.
Oh my god, talk to
think I
Nico
know
about
Aaliyah.
it. Talk to Nico about it. He'll go crazy for it.
Oh, he's gonna make me go insane. I just know that J. Cole references Aaliyah in one of his songs.
She-
And I think it's
she
the
was
same
a-
Aaliyah.
Yeah, she was a really, really good artist. She died very sadly.
Babyface. More Bryan Adams. Collective Soul. Wow, they were kind of high. Janet Jackson. Sheryl Crow. You wouldn't know Sheryl Crow. She had a song.
No.
She was one of the bigger songs on the Cars soundtrack.
Oh. Which one? Do you know? That's a really stupidly specific question.
I know the song.
But I love Cars. What a good movie. What an interesting episode we've had today. Oh, okay.
I forget when the song plays in the movie.
I think that's close to the beginning, isn't
Isn't
it?
that when he's driving with her?
Maybe. It might be that too.
Yeah.
But either way, hard. Good song. But yeah, wow.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Gin and Juice.
Gin and Juice.
It's crazy that that's number 52.
52 of 94.
Tupac,
Nice.
Keep Your Head Up.
Mm.
What's
Yeah.
My Name by Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
Aerosmith made a song. 2 songs in the top 72.
Right.
Tom Petty.
So
Mary
honestly,
Jane's Last Dance. So there's really not a lot of big names.
yeah, interestingly enough, I think we were really close, just like in general, but it's just full of like stuff that didn't
these-
have the ultimate longevity that we were looking for and the
I
things that we would
think
remember.
A lot of these, it's a down year.
It does seem to be a
And
down
it's
year.
either the beginning of this
I-
person's collection or it's the very end. Like Bon Jovi's on here, Elton John, Queen Latifah, all those are like before 94.
yeah.
I think Queen
Yeah.
Latifah is. But like Snoop Dogg didn't get big until the 2000s really.
Right. Or close to
And like
it, at
Tom
least.
Petty was before.
Yeah. So it is kind of like in a weird transitionary period for music. Like kind of how I at least feel like now is in terms of the music space. But then again, music kind of just is different now, just like entirely because of the way people listen. So
Well,
realistically,
music is very, I don't want to say segregated, but it is segregated.
well, that's how it is now because you don't have like a limited option of what to listen to.
Yeah,
You've got
'cause you have Spotify.
literally unlimited amounts. Like you could pick
like
whatever the
Apple.
fuck you want.
Pandora.
Yeah.
Pandora kind of started it. Well,
Yeah. I think
no, it wasn't
so.
Pandora. Napster started it.
Was it Napster?
Do you know the story of Napster?
I don't know the whole story of Napster.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
We should
Maybe for next episode.
we should break that in a next episode, perhaps. Well,
Maybe possibly.
I
We're at
think
50
I
minutes
think-
right now on mine.
I think
Plus
we're
the
probably
15 from the opening.
good. Yeah.
So we're at hour and 5 minutes. So we'll probably
Good time to wrap it
cut it
up.
right here.
Yeah. Wow.
Um,
what an interesting episode today.
Very
from us.
scattered.
So
Very
scattered.
We at least we got the open up in. You know what? I'll end it off with one more question for you because I wore the socks today. If you were a Ninja Turtle, what Ninja Turtle would you be?
I would be. I think I would have to be.
Not who would you want to be? Who would you be?
Who would I be?
Kind of fits your.
Probably- What's the?
I have 2 guesses.
I forget all of their names. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and
Michael and Leo.
Michelangelo, right? Okay.
Yeah.
What was the purple one's name? I think I'd be the
Donatello.
purple one, Donatello. I feel like I'd be
My guess is
Donatello.
you don't really have a dark side. Like Raphael is like
Yeah, he's broody. And like, I'm not
but
quite
you
that.
do kind of have that serious tone to you, but like you're a nerd.
Yeah,
So
I'm too
Donatello
much of a
fits.
nerd to not be Donatello.
Exactly.
I think. Yeah.
For me, I don't know because I don't think
you?
I'm broody enough to be Raph.
I don't think so.
I'm not bubbly like Michael is.
No.
I'm nerdy, but I'm not tech nerdy like Donnie is.
Right.
And I don't feel like I should be able to be Leo because Leo is just the best one.
Leo is awesome, but you could be Leo if you want to be Leo.
That's true.
And I
think
don't
if I
see why
was
not.
one of them, I would be Leo. But you would not catch me with no katanas.
So
you would catch
hard,
me
though.
with a fucking bow staff, baby.
If
If I could choose one, it'd be Donnie. 100%.
Straight up. If I could choose one, I would definitely choose like. Honestly,
You're choosing Michelangelo.
I would
bro.
choose Michael. Yeah, it's hard.
Because you're a skater. You definitely
hard.
want to be a skater and
would-
use nunchucks.
Yeah, I would love to just be like the cool, funny guy. That would be so fun.
Did you know
Fuck around?
the theory with the weapons?
No.
They go completely against their. This is true, by the way. It goes completely against their personality. So, what do you think is the hardest weapon to use?
The
out of all four?
nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of like skill,
And-
planning, and like discipline,
Yeah,
which
is very atypical.
of Michelangelo.
Yeah.
The most defensive weapons, Raphael's. Size are very defensive and like block based.
Mm-hmm.
Leo is very much not an offensive guy, but katanas are an offensive weapon.
Extremely.
More offensive.
Yeah.
And the most high tech one of them all gets a fucking stick.
Yeah. Straight up. It's so
a long
funny.
stick. So
Yeah. That's so interesting.
Mhm.
Wow. Cool.
Splinter knew what he was doing. That rat knew shit.
Yeah. That rat did know shit. I gotta meet a Splinter.
I
Splinter.
got meet me one of them splinters.
I gotta meet me one of them Splinters.
All right. We'll end it there.
Okay.
Kind of a little off track. I wanted to mention.
If anybody finds a giant rat in the sewers, let me know.
We'll feed it some radioactive material.
Ask his name first, because otherwise, I don't want to. Meet any random rat.
If his name is
Splinter,
Sliver, we don't want him.
No, we don't. We definitely don't want.
We want
Sliver.
a Splinter.
We want a Splinter. Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anything like that. We're on all of those, and on Instagram and TikTok too. We put out our vlogs, our vlog specials. You get to see the food, and you get to see a little bit of the adventure. So, yeah, thank you very much. It's been a really great time hanging out.
One last note: live, laugh, love, Spice Girls.